Welcome back to Gooner Fanzine TV and another Gooner vlog. This time it's the first European away day of the season. We're on our way to Frankfurt. We're going to show you all the highs and lows and the experiences of a Arsenal away day. We're going to be in the stadium. We're going to show you what Frankfurt's like as well. It's Tuesday night. We're just starting our journey to Frankfurt. We've got 10 hours ahead of us because we're driving. Not sure who made that call. The rest of the Gooner crew for this weekend are preparing their weak bladders for the journey in the Southmin services. Here they come. A fast approaching grumpy Glenn.
Oh no, Glenn.
Glenn is so raring to go that he's got in the car. Layth, we're
Hiya.
on our way
Right.
to Frankfurt.
We're on our way to Frankfurt. Yep, can't wait.
Who made the call to drive rather than fly?
That was me. Just because it was cheaper. Yeah, and I drove to Cologne a couple of years ago and it was a good laugh, and yeah, we're just going to do a bit of a road trip basically, so just stay tuned to Gooner Fanzine TV, I suppose.
Nice one. Alright, we're going to get on the road. It's now Wednesday morning. We've pulled over in a petrol station. I actually don't know which country we're in.
Belgium.
Okay, good. Had an extremely uncomfortable sleep in the back of the car. Glenn, how have you found it so far?
Interesting. Various missteps along the way. Just had a few hours sleep in a service station. I don't actually remember pulling into. But
No, I don't even. I was driving. Oh dear.
How far have we got to go?
Oh, probably about 3 hours, 200 miles or something. But yeah, there's nothing like waking up in a car after being asleep with two blokes in a car as well, and then wondering where you are and looking out. And there's a forest. Oh, yeah.
the feeling's reciprocated because somebody ate 2 steak slices and 4 donuts.
Got to keep your strength up, mate. Dear me.
Electric windows were going up and down.
Yeah, missing a couple of turn-offs on the Brussels ring road. They thought it was a racetrack. I've never driven anything like it. It was madness. Even lorries were like overtaking the
we were.
fast lane. Seriously, it was unbelievable. So missing a couple of turn-offs didn't probably help at 4 or 5 in the morning. So
Occasionally driving on the wrong side of the road.
yeah. Well, you know, I always get me left and right
true,
confused.
yeah. Settling in here in Frankfurt now. It's Wednesday evening. Layth, you just popped back from the bar. You've been here before, haven't you? This is my first time in Frankfurt, but you've been here in Frankfurt before, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I came in 2006 when England played Paraguay, and it's funny enough, me and Grumpy Glenn have just been up near the station. Not the most salubrious part of town, but there's a couple of bars there, and it's great to be back in Frankfurt. I love Frankfurt. We've obviously driven over. Had a sort of really nice afternoon. I know you've been busy editing and stuff, so that's why you look so tired, basically. But yeah, as soon as you're done, we'll come for a beer and we'll take the shackles off you, and you're allowed out, basically. But yeah, it's been great. Everyone's been great. The feedback for Gooner Fanzine TV has been amazing. Love being back in Frankfurt. I'm really looking forward to the game tomorrow. Got some more pals coming later tonight, and maybe go to the Old Town or something. So yeah, looking forward.
It's one thing getting comments on YouTube videos, but then when you get it in person, get some real feedback from real people, it's a pretty cool feeling, because we only started the channel very recently, so it's cool. We're making progress. Good morning from Frankfurt. It's game day, Thursday morning. Feeling a lot better for finally getting some sleep after a long day editing and still recovering from our travels the other day. We're just walking down to Frankfurt Old Town now. We're gonna have a quick chat about some team news ahead of the game. Right, we're in Frankfurt Old Town now. We're in this square. Layth, you saying you've got a memory of being here?
Yeah, I think Glenn was here as well. We were here in 2006 when England played Paraguay, and this square was just properly mobbed out of English fans. There was like George Crosses everywhere, and it was a good atmosphere. It got a bit moody in the evening, but there was no trouble or anything. But yeah, it's 13 years since we're back here. 13 years. It's a long time. That was a really good trip, that, wasn't it?
We've got some team news this morning. Ozil hasn't travelled, as well as Socrates. Obviously, it's been put down to resting him, but I doubt that's the case. It's probably more to do with the fact that he's not super popular in Germany at the minute.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's, there's a bit of a sort of anti-Ozil feeling in Germany because the way he sort of retired from international football. He is a Marmite figure in Germany. He's a huge Marmite figure in Germany, just as much as he is among Arsenal fans and football fans in England as well. On his side, and a lot of people agree with him, he feels like he suffered racism on various levels by being a German player of Turkish descent, basically, and he had enough of it and retired. You could argue the German Federation, Football Federation's response to that basically underlined the fact that it was racism. As an Arsenal fan and as someone who's reported on him for a long time, he is a Marmite figure for me as well. I love him a bit when he's on form. He's one of the best players in the world, but he's not on form every week. So it would have been nice to have him out here today because it's the sort of game that he should be thriving in. But you know, Emery's the boss, and we're still behind him. Although the more he makes these sort of decisions, the more you do start to doubt him. Really,
for me, it's just a very simple decision. I don't understand why you would create more ways by bringing him out. He's not very popular over here. Like you say, he's a Marmite figure. I love Marmite and I love Ozil. But to me, it's a decision that makes itself. You know, why make him travel? Save him for Sunday if he's going to be in the squad. That's that. I don't see it as a big issue.
And as for the Europa League itself, how much of a priority do you want it to be made in terms of the season?
Well, just going from the end of last season when it did seem to be a priority when we completely squandered the top 4 opportunity. I've got to say I'm not too fussed about the Europa League this year. You know, I just would rather concentrate on pushing for that top 4. Just use this as more like a sort of Carling Cup or Capital One Cup, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I don't know, mate. I agree with what you say. I mean, I understand what you're saying. I don't know if I agree with it because, you know, why not? Why can't we do both? Why can't we finish top 4 and attempt to challenge and win the Europa League? We obviously semi-finals a couple of years ago, finalists last year. Let's go one better and win it this year. But obviously, yeah, if it's at the detriment of finishing in top 4, I'd have that all day long. I'd treat it like the Carabao Cup as well. But we're Arsenal. Why can't we do both? Why can't we challenge for a top 4 spot and look to win some silverware? Maybe it's an indictment on where we are at the moment. I don't know, but I certainly don't think why we can't do both. But
yeah, I don't know. I think getting in that top 4 is absolutely priority.
Yeah,
and I think the squad is good enough. I mean, a lot of people disagree with me, but I think it's a squad that should be finishing above Chelsea, Man United this season.
Yeah, certainly with Chelsea's transfer ban, but we do need to buy another centre half in January, basically, because David Luiz hasn't shone for me at all, really.
Yeah. The other thing about the Europa League is the sort of like falsity of the start of the competition. You know, you go through any league games, and then come January or whatever date they start again, it's
throw them in all from the Champions League.
They all come in from the Champions League. So, you know, I don't know. Sometimes I just think it's really a waste of effort. Yeah. Anyway.
But despite that, we're going to really enjoy the Europa League opener. Walking to the ground now through a forest, which is an experience I've not had before. So we've got the lineups now. Martinez in goal instead of Leno, which is pretty interesting. Back 4, Chambers, Luiz, Mustafi, and Kolasinac. And then we've got midfield 4 of Torreira, Xhaka, Willock and Emile Smith-Rowe. And then up top Saka and Aubameyang, which is interesting. So Martinez, probably not someone many Arsenal fans have seen too many times.
I mean, he's played a couple of first team games. He's obviously he was on loan to Reading last season. Watched him play with the under-23s. He's not getting any younger. He's 26, I think. He might have even turned 27. So, you know, he's an experienced keeper, or he's experienced in age, but he's not had that many games. So this will be a big test for him tonight. But, just go to this forest. I came here in England Paraguay in 2006. It hasn't changed at all. We're still walking through a forest to get to a football match. Very, very strange. But looking forward to the youngsters shining tonight. But
I'm really pleased to see Chambers back. I thought he was really good against Newcastle the first game of the season, and to be honest, didn't really deserve to get dropped, and only did because Luiz hadn't played his first game, and obviously I think he was signed like a couple of days before the Newcastle game. So I'm pleased to see Chambers back. Really excited for the game. Kick-off's in not very long, so we are now going to walk a little bit faster. half time in Frankfurt. Arsenal 1-0 up after a goal from Joe Willock, assisted by Saka. Really good half of football, really electric atmosphere, really good atmosphere here. Really enjoyable to be part of. And yeah, Arsenal really disjointed in terms of passing, and were pretty much dominated by Frankfurt for the first sort of 30 minutes, but really came into the game and started creating some good chances. Xhaka's played a few good passes and won the ball back a few times. A little bit better from him, but again, just misplaced passes and had them through on goal too many times. Arsenal just need to sort out losing the ball too many times, and just Frankfurt keep coming through. Arsenal started off like struggling, but Willock scored in the first half, went in 1-0 at the break, and then second half they had a man sent off, and Aubameyang and Saka scored some great goals.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic, love it, absolutely buzzing.
Yeah, no, the German atmosphere was unbelievable, wasn't it?
Because when I've been in the press box, it's like, you obviously you're professional, you're doing your job, and you can't really sort of get sucked into the emotion too much. But back in the away end again, it's absolutely fantastic. I love it.
Morning, it's Friday after game day. We're about to set off back to Calais. Really good trip, really enjoyed this, and feeling a little bit worse for wear after last night, so let's go and catch up with Grumpy Glenn and Layth. Glenn, we didn't get to catch up with you after the game last night, but how did you enjoy being in the away end?
It was a great experience, brilliant atmosphere. The Frankfurt fans were superb. The away end was a bit lively, people drunk, people in the wrong seats. Sort of like, I thought we rode our luck a little bit at times, but in terms of the game, handsome win in the end. It was those last two goals, everyone was going bonkers.
Yeah. And as to the trip so far in general?
It's been a brilliant trip. I said before we came, Germany never lets you down, especially in football terms. They just know how to do things correctly. It's just it's cheap. Everywhere you go is welcoming. The beer's great, the food's great. And this go down was one of the good ones actually.
Nice one. You could tell he enjoyed it because I've never heard louder snores than last night. It was unbelievable. You were bad the night before.
Honestly, my ears were actually bleeding. Seriously, it was dreadful. It's like a plane taking off.
Apologise for that, but I've got a sinus condition.
That's what you
a chronic sinus condition. I may have to have an operation.
Just fucking roasting you.
Thanks for your sympathy.
Layth, sum it up so far.
Just brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. I met so many people with sort of old faces, new friends, whatever. It's just been a really good trip off the pitch. In terms of the football, it was fantastic. That second half I loved it. It was absolutely brilliant what they did. Saka's goal as well. Superb.
Yeah,
Saka, not Xhaka.
Yeah, Saka. It should have been a headline, shouldn't it? Really? But I had a look at the German papers this morning, and for Google Translate, from what it said, was basically they were loving Saka, loving his goal. And,
you don't often see an Arsenal goal from outside the box.
Well, I mean they shoot a lot from outside the box, but they don't score many, do they?
Exactly.
So it was beautiful the way it curled in as well. We were going mad, weren't we? It was brilliant. Just really, really good fun. That's the essence of an Arsenal away trip, isn't it? So drive back to Calais isn't what I'm looking forward to, but everyone else is just been brilliant, been absolutely brilliant. So thanks, cheers.
We're gonna go and get some food. Roll the travel montage.
Auf Wiedersehen, Frankfurt.